I said I should have a different look. I said I was going to make my hair and have a different look. So I loosened the hair that I made earlier. The hair that I had made earlier. So I said let me just try one hairstyle that I'll use for at least 1 week before I will go back to my braids because I feel so comfortable on braids. Bride and I did the hair and I even came online with that hair for like 2 days. But that hair almost took my life. Why? The hair is discomforting, itchy, causing it and all of that. So I decided to go and take it off today. But that's not the story. The story this night is while I was there, we were losing my hair and then I was trying to figure out something. You know, you always get to hear gist in the salon. It's sure, except people are not there. So a certain conversation caught my attention. I was there, man, please just take this thing off. I don't mind tying scarf, and yeah, I am tying scarf. So a certain conversation caught my attention. These two girls, friends, they're probably gisting about what had gone on in their relationship. And that one kept saying, after everything I did for that guy, man, he didn't even do anything. He didn't even do that. Like, he didn't even do, like, I felt like I was used in that relationship. And the other one kept saying, I tell you now. So when I didn't even know how to tell you because even when I keep telling you this, because I didn't want to sound like the jealous friend. The girl kept saying, man, I felt used. Like, I did this, I did that for him. And then he didn't even reciprocate, didn't even give the energy. And in my mind, I'm like, when did we start keeping scores in relationship? When did we start keeping scores in relationship? Yeah, I did this for you, so you should do this. You after everything I've done for you, you didn't even do the things I asked you to. And that one is was I was there for you. There's this common one that people usually say, I was there for you when you needed me. So I'm like, let's even come this night and discuss at what point does remembering the things we did for each other become scorekeeping? At what point does remembering the things we did for each other become scorekeeping? Because while those girls were gisting, the other girl was looking so vexed, like she was regretting ever having had to do anything for the person they were talking about in that conversation. Like, I did this for this guy, I did this for this guy, like I felt used in that relationship. So in my mind, I'm like, when did we start keeping scores in relationship? When did we start? At what point do we that at what point does remembering the things that we did for each other in relationship, in a love relationship, in a romantic relationship, in a friendship relationship become score keeping? Good evening, beautiful people. Welcome to Conversation with Ini. So, like, if you are just joining me, this is Conversation with Ini. And if you are a returning viewer, you are welcome. It's because of people like you I keep coming here. Thanks for your encouragement. Thanks for every minute. And we meet every 9 p.m. most days to discuss emotions behind every actions we see, because we are emotional beings. Every action we see there, everything every person does there is an emotion behind it. And if we are able to speak people's emotion, if we are able to pick the emotions people are signaling us when they are acting out a certain behavior, we know how to respond to them every evening, so that we'll talk about these emotions, because it is needed in relationship, in business. Emotional intelligence is something each and every one of us need. Now, most of the time why we have issues in our relationships is because people are expecting us to speak the emotional languages they are craving to hear from the people they love, but they don't hear it. Let's take, for instance, when we go to funerals, people get to say very loving things about the deceased. Whereas when they were alive, they've never heard anything. Maybe they've never heard "I love you." They've never heard "I'm proud of you." They've never heard "I'm sorry I did that to you." They've never heard "Oh, it is because of what you did to me that I'm still standing." But whereas when these people die and can no longer hear, or can no longer feel, or can no longer sense whatever it is that's going on in the environment, praises, appreciation keeps pouring in on the disease, and this thing gets me pissed. So we meet every evening so that we'll talk about these emotions and know when to really. I am a believer of the fact that we should give the living their flowers while they can smell it. Give me my flowers when I can smell it. Come on, if I'm going to pay you a compliment that, oh, you look beautiful today, and that compliment is going to make your day better, why should I withhold it from you because I don't want your hair to swell? If I'm going to give my husband a compliment. Baby, you look sweet today. Like, you always do these things to me, and I like it. Like, you've been the one. It is because of you that I'm glowing. If that's what is going to make my husband a better man, why should I withhold that compliment from him? And why should I wait for him to die before God forbid, he's not even going to die? Why should I even wait for someone I love to die before I have to express how much they mean to me? Do you know how much children, youth, young adults are yearning to hear words of affirmation from their loved ones, say their mother, their father, especially in the male relationship, father to son? Men hardly express their relationship, and this is something that they ought to even be doing to their sons, because this is where you are their hero. Do you know what is meant for your heroes to be the one pumping you up, gearing you up, and then you deny them just because you don't want the praise to get into their head? So we meet every evening to talk about these emotions behind every action, so that we'll learn and we'll know how to give people their flowers when due. Not because we want to castigate anybody or want to say, judge anybody. Good evening. Thank you for connecting with Conversation with Ini. Please, if you agree with whatever it is that I was talking about this night, respond with an I in the comments and let's know where you're joining from. And has someone ever told, so have you ever felt that? Has someone ever told you, after everything I've done for you, but I was there for you when you needed me more? My question this evening is, when did we start keeping scores in relationship? At what point does remembering what we did for each other become score keeping? Because that conversation at that salon really got to me, and I'm like, come on, girl. Is it that you didn't go into, you went into the relationship with the mindset of him reciprocating anything you have to do, that you do for him in that relationship? I don't think, is that love? Like, let me even ask, is that love? That when should we even go into relation with the mindset that, oh, when I do something for this person, he must do it in return back to me? I'm trying to get if that is how love is, because the love I know is sacrificial. I love you because of, first, do we even, is there even genuine love anymore? Because from what these girls were talking about, it was looking more like a transaction. Oh, because I did this for this guy, he was supposed to do this for me. Like, she already had in mind the things that guy was supposed to have done for her, and when he didn't do that thing for her, she felt used in that relationship. And I'm like, okay, let me just tie my hair and leave. Let me just, I don't want to involve myself in conversation that is not, that I do not have a business with. So I came here to chat. Has someone ever told you, after everything I've done for you, or have you also told someone, after everything I've done for you, like I've been there for you? When you tell them these things, what is your expectation? Do you ask this question because you feel unseen? Do you ask this question because, like, you feel unappreciated? And do you even also ask this question because you want to know if what you do to them matters? Because these are the emotions I think are behind the actions of people who ask, when people keep scores. I think these are the emotions behind them. Is it that, one, they are not being seen? Whatever it is that they've done, they don't feel seen. When they do something, they don't feel seen or appreciated. And then another reason can be that because they want to know if what they did, if what they are doing to you matters. Do you know? And that is a different thing, because sometimes we have good intentions, like we are doing things for people. Oh, let me wash your clothes. Let me help you wash your clothes. Or, oh, let me help my guy arrange his house. Or maybe it might be something, and this might be something you do not like. So when I ask, after everything I've done for you, or when you ask, I've done doing for them matters. Excuse me. Another angle I can also take that, what you wanting to know if it matters to them, is a siblings relationship, especially the older ones. I don't even know. Let me not say older ones, but maybe you did a service, or you've been the one taking responsibilities for your siblings, and then they keep being ungrateful. I know at some point some people tend to ask, because sometimes these siblings become so entitled, like as if it's something I should do. And in my previous videos, I have said it, I'm a mother of two. God willing, God keeping me alive, I do not think I want my first child to assume the responsibility for my other children. That is why I'm hustling, and that is why God is helping us, help them, that everybody will have to learn that they will have to stand on their own. That nobody, my first baby, my baby girl is not the person that brought them to the world, so they shouldn't have much expectation from her. So if she's going to ever do anything to them, it's going to be out of her own benevolence, like her own, the kindness of her heart. That's why she's going to do it. Am I preaching my children against themselves? No. But I don't want that burden, because I know what it means for one child to carry the burden of the family or the siblings. And I don't want that for my baby girl, because she's the first child. And so I can understand when such a child will ask, after everything I've done for you, because most of the siblings that we've been toying for God's sake, at the end of the day, they will still ask you, what have you done for me? And they might still come and say, they can still feel so entitled that when you withdraw the things from, it becomes chaotic. Everywhere becomes chaotic. So I can understand when somebody in that scenario says, after everything I've done for you. But in a romantic relationship, or in a love relationship, or in friendship, when you do things for your friends, do you do it with the intent that they should reciprocate the action? Is that why you ask, after everything I've done for you? Please, may I know where you're joining from? Good evening. This is Conversation with Ini. We are just sharing on, when does remembering what we did for each other become scorekeeping, because I tend to see this a lot. The other time, maybe this one is even a good example. Like this woman on social media this week too, I also saw the man sent her to school, trained her, did everything for her, trained her. She finished her university, high school. She finished high school, and then when she graduated, the man came to her and like asked her, "Oh, so let's get married." And she said she couldn't get married to him because while she was in school, she found someone that's a spec. And that man just quietly walked away. And then after she had spent like few days with the spec, few years with the spec now started giving her speckles on her eyes and on her body. But so I found that recommendable, because I found that very admirable, because a lot of men would have gone haywire, screaming, after everything I've done for you, counting the things that they've done for the lady, recounting how much sacrifices they've made. We've also seen videos and clips where people come and say, "Oh, because we're no longer in a relationship, give me back the things I give you. Give me my hair, give me my car, and then it creates a whole lot of messy sins. So when does remembering the things we do for others or for ourselves in relationship, when is it healthy? When is it scorekeeping? And do we even need to keep scores in relationship at first? Do you agree that we should keep? Do you think it's necessary for us to keep scores? Like I said, the reason why most people will keep scores is because they are not being seen. Someone keeps doing you a favor. Maybe you stay in the same room with the friend. By the time you come back, he or she would have swept the house, arrange it, prepare meal, help you tidy your room, like iron your clothes, keep things in order for you, and then you now take it for granted and like you believe, oh, this is how it should be. Like it is their responsibility. Or every time you eat, the person takes the plates and wash it, tidy the house, sweeps, and you just take it like it is something they ought to do in friendship. Now when this person stops, you now notice, but the plates are dirty, they didn't wash it. You didn't even sweep the house today, and you iron your clothes and you fail to iron my own. So if this person says, after everything I've done for you, does the person have the right to say, after everything I've done for you? Because the angle I'm taking it from is that people say, after everything I've done for you, because they are not seen, they feel unseen or unappreciated. When somebody does something for you, at least stop and say, thank you. Oh, I really like this. So do you even know that, oh, this thing I'm doing for this person matters to this person, and then they might keep on doing it. But a lot of us, when people do things for us, we take it for granted. We don't even talk about it. We don't even acknowledge what it is that they've done for you. So your case, when you ask people, after everything I've done for you, is this the case? Or they're just being, my network keeps going on and off, so I don't know what is happening. Everything I've done for you, I'm having to repeat this question again because I need us to talk. Have you seen people, have you seen or heard people say after everything I've done for you? And or maybe you are even the one. So when you ask someone after everything I've done for you, are you asking for appreciation or you are collecting it? Because most times when we tell people after everything we've done for you, it's like you want a payback. When you do things for me, do you expect me to pay you back? So and then when you now ask me this question, after everything I've done for you, are you asking me for appreciation or you want me to pay the debt I owe? Hmm? Should we keep scores? Should we keep scores in relationship? Is should there be scores in relationship? Because I just think in relationship we should be there to complement each other. Oh, this person might be up today. I might be up today. Tomorrow it might be the turn of the other person to be down. I might be down today, and then the next day it might be the turn of the other person to be up. So now that I'm up, I believe I should be shocking the space for somebody that's down, and then the person that's when I'm down, I believe you should also help me in this period. So I don't even know where to draw the line. I don't know where to balance it. What do you think? Do you think we should even be a thing in a relationship? I know about people complimenting each other, but should scorekeeping be a thing in a relationship? And when you ask people, after everything I've done for you, is it that you're asking them because you want them to appreciate you or because you want them to pay you back like it is a form of debt they owe you? Hmm? They should pay you back? Yes. You can answer with a yes in the comment section. Or A, they should pay me back. I want his appreciation. B, it is a debt they owe me. C, because I am not seen. I feel unseen. When I do things for people, they don't see me. So when I tend to ask the question after everything I've done for you, is because either of them, it is one out of those three. You are not being appreciated. You are not being seen. Um, you want them to pay you as a debt, what you do for them. Oh, thank you. Drifting. So good to see you. Good evening. Oh, and you kept your word. Thank you so much. So, when you tell people, now I'm feeling shy, but but Drifting, I'm really happy to see you back again. How was your day? Oh, okay. You can send me a message in one of these my videos I've seen on YouTube. Then you can get my Instagram angle from there. If that is okay for you. But how was your day, by the way? It's weekend over here. How's your weekend starting? How's it going? Hope you enjoy yourself. Hope nobody stressed you. Hope nobody stressed my I don't know the words to use yet, but I'm so happy seeing you back. Oh, all right. Maybe we should try and do that. How's your day, by the way? That's what I'm saying. Did you have a nice day? Has your day been going well? Tell me who provoked you so that I can go and fight on your behalf. So this evening we've been discussing on I overheard some person at the salon saying that they've been in a relationship, and in that relationship they've almost everything for the person, and then they felt used, that they were. Oh, I'm glad I have that much effect on you. Drifting. Welcome. So, two ladies at the salon this evening, one was complaining bitterly to the friend that I've done this for the guy, I've done this, and he didn't do anything in return, that she practically feels used in that relationship. That she practically feels used in that relationship. Okay. And it got me asking, wondering, do we even need to keep scores in relationship? Like, do people go into relationship with the intent of taking notes of everything they are doing for the other person so that the other person will pay them back? Is that why we go into relationship? Do we even need to keep scores in relationship at first? And when you ask people, or when you say to people, after everything I've done for you, why are you saying that to them? Is it because you feel unappreciated, you feel unseen, or you just want to know if what you are doing to that person matters to them? Like we've been saying earlier, sometimes I can ask after everything I've done for you because you you don't know if whatever it is that you're doing for that person is that person likes it. Sometimes we can do things to people with the intent, with good intent, but without even knowing that we are offending the person or that we are upsetting that person. So when people ask after everything I've done for you, it's likely because they want to know if what they are doing to you matters to you. However, some person asks after everything I've done for you because they want an even score. They want, it's like a debt you owe them. If I do this to you, you should do this back to me. And that is the kind of relationship that we've seen in display these days. And I'm saying that most of the people who take scores, who keep scores in relationship, they do that because um they feel unseen in that relationship or whatever it is that they are doing in the relationship. They feel unappreciated. Some person is out of genuine concern, more or less like a feedback. That is why they keep record of the things that they do. So most persons, it's not necessarily because that they want it to be transactional, even though uh drifting, you do agree. Oh, that's encouraging. So which means I'm not going not. It's something that we've seen on display everywhere on social media in relationships. So we don't even get to know most genuine relationship anymore. So if you constantly have to remind someone what you've done for them, hmm, what do you think you are asking for? If you've constantly have to ask someone if you've constantly have to remind someone, yeah, that's the question I want to ask, what you do for them, what do you think you're asking for? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. Is it that you feel unappreciated? Is it because you feel unappreciated? So you brought out the receipt box. Oh, these are all the things I've done for you. These are all the things I've done for you. You've never appreciated me for any of them. Like I gave the instance of the perfect example, siblings relationship. One sibling that carries the family loads on his or her head, and nobody is appreciating whatever that person is doing. They keep saying they are not doing enough. So such a sibling is highly permitted to say, after everything I've done for you, you're still not appreciating my effort. I understand that. If I'm in a relationship, my lady has the right over me. Oh, you're like, in what sense? Is it that you're gonna be saying yes, 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 yes to every request? Like you won't have your own mind. Like everything she says goes. Is that what you mean? It's mutual respect and consent that plays an important role. Okay, I agree. But I'm asking him, do you think we should take scores in relationship? Like do you think that when we are in a relationship, that I should be keeping record of every single act of kindness I do to you? And then when we have a fallout, is it proper for me to now start recounting all of those things I've done for you? Is it expected? Is it normal when I now start counting all of those things I did for you? Because I've seen where people ended their relationship and then one partner is asking the other person, oh, give me back my wig, give me back my house, give me back the key I gave you, the cars and everything. Like they go about embarrassing themselves. And I'm asking, should we even keep scores in relationship? Do you subscribe to that? That when you do things for me, you have a mental note of what it is that you've done for me. It's transactional. That's what I think too. But um, there's also an exception to that, though. I started an example of siblings relationship because in this part of the world, especially in this western part of the world, sometimes one siblings that seem to be doing so well tend to carry the whole load of the family, like take on the responsibility of the family, like, and then these people feel so entitled to the point that they are not being appreciative of that person, and then they believe that that person shouldn't even have his or her life anymore. So when this person says, after everything I've done for you, you are not even being appreciative a bit. Okay, do our parents keep a record of things that they do for us? Never. And that, my dear, is true love. Yeah, I understand. That is true. But do you know, I've seen scenarios where fathers recount the things that they've done for their children. Like maybe especially when that child didn't turn out to be what they expected, or especially when that child didn't follow the footsteps that they assumed or they expected that child to take it. They will say, I did this, I spent this amount, I sacrificed this, I denied myself this. I've seen situations where fathers or where parents will have to recount that, but that is not going to be that. That is not going to be. I'm not going to say that they don't have genuine love for their children, because, of course, every parent wants their children to be better and greater than them. So I agree with you, and then I'm also looking at it the other way. So do they say this because they want? When people eventually get to ask this question, is it because they want to be appreciated? Like you've already said, transactional. When it when they ask for, when they keep record, it become transactional, and that is what we see in most relationships these days. Most ladies will say, oh, because I give you my body, you should give me money. Or because I come to clean your house, I'm entitled to this, I'm entitled to that. Because we are in a relationship and I keep doing this and this, at least this is what you should be doing for me. This is what I've done for you in this relationship. This is what I've done. Like, I've been there for you when you needed me most. Like, I did everything for you. Couldn't even do this one thing for me. Most times they use it as a blackmail so that people will tend to cooperate with what their demands. Yeah, I agree. But appreciation and admiration is important. Important. You need to make your partner feel love. Yeah, I subscribe to that too. And that's why I come here and to talk about emotions behind every action. Because these things that we are talking about, it seems so normal. It seems like the obvious things that we should do in relationship. But whereas when we get to settle and we become comfortable with each other, we tend to take a lot of things for granted. We don't even look at each other and admire. We not even look at ourselves and admire ourselves anymore. Sometimes we might even not even notice that the other person is in pain or the other person is craving our attention, because we believe that they are always there. Um, let's see. Thank you, Drifting. Drifting, yeah, you've come again this day. I'm married, though, in case you didn't know. See, I'm married and I'm a mom of two. But thanks for your admiration for me. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for making it a date with me. I really, really do appreciate it. So this network has been keeping me back off serious. So what do you think? Do you think so? You are saying this drifting, leave me alone. You are saying we shouldn't keep records of the things we've done in a relationship because it's not transactional. Relationship shouldn't be transactional. That's what you're saying. But that genuinely care for you, you should make you sit up and not take it for granted. Because everybody wants something. I give you this and I give you that. And I actually read somewhere that most I don't in paraphrase that everybody needs something. Do you even go into a relationship without needing anything from that person? That is another angle you also be looking at scorekeeping. But when you go into a relationship, with what intent are you going into that relationship? Is it as a trade by barter, or because you feel this person is a part of me? Just like you gave instance of parents to their children, sacrificial. Maybe the best example that we can use to describe perfect love is that of the one I is that kind of broke my heart. But you know what? I know it's not easy for you to accept it, but I don't want you to accept my love. But I can't deny that I am in love with you. Oh, do you think you're just meeting me? You're just meeting me. Do you think when you see my excesses, my other side, because everybody has got other side, you still be this much in love with me? Oh, and then are you a believer of love at first sight? Because I know some people it happens. Some persons can see someone and know that, oh, I love this person. I love what I'm seeing. But I think we should look deeper too before we fall in love. Let's not just know love with from appearance, but let's test the content. Let's examine, not test. Let's examine the content so we know if it is really what we want to go for. But I don't. Sorry if I broke your heart, but I am married and I'm a mom. Thank you so much. But I do enjoy your company. Thank you for coming again. Thank you for making it a day with conversation with him. So if you constantly have to remind someone that, if you constantly have to remind someone what you've done for them, what are you actually asking for? That is my question. Oh my, thank you. But my dimples are deeper though. Eyes don't lie. What do you mean? Let me explain. Let me get. Maybe I'll start looking more at people's eyes these days to know when they're lying or not. So when you say eyes don't lie, what do you mean? I'm actually, while I'm waiting for your response, let's go so that I won't keep others waiting. I'll actually be looking forward to your response. When you say eyes don't lie, what do you mean? Maybe I'll start looking more at people's eyes so I know I'll be able to detect a bit or get a clue when they are lying and when, like I said, we learn every day. So maybe that's something I will live this life with. I remember that drifting told me that eyes don't lie. So when I want to know if someone is lying or is trying to deceive me, I should just look at them in the eyes, look them straight in the eyeballs to eyeballs. Tell me if you're lying. I mean, your eyes reflect how beautiful and innocent your heart is. That is why I love you. Oh, thank you so much. Such a beautiful compliment. I've not had that much compliment this today. So thank you for the compliment. So sometimes people don't say, I feel unappreciated. Instead, they bring out the receipt box. And that is the emotion behind their scorekeeping. When people start telling you, telling you what the details that they've done for you, the emotion behind it might likely be that they are not being appreciated. So let's learn. Oh, my eldest is 5 years, yeah. And then my youngest is 2. So because they don't feel appreciated, let's learn to appreciate those people in our lives. Let's learn to appreciate every act people do for us so that they won't come and start calling out receipts for us. Drifting my paddy, but please do make sure you reach out. And when I go through my messages, I will sure to see your note. Thank you. So let me leave us with this now because I have to go prepare for church tomorrow. A healthy relationship remembers what we both did for each other. It's not possible that we'll not ever have to remember. Well, sometimes we sit, maybe just to have like a reflection, or just to, well, there's this saying that we appreciate life looking back. Mhm. That's where I'm going to when I say a healthy relationship remembers the things we've done for each other, because of a truth, when you sit down and you think back from where God has brought you, where you were and where you are now, from where God has brought you from, you become more appreciative. So if we are keeping scores just because we want to um, remember the things we've done to each other, it is healthy in that sense. We are remembering what we've done to each other, and then we are being grateful for how far we've come. That is such a beautiful thing to do, because even God wants us to look back and see what He has done for us, but not when one person is now making it transactional in nature, just because I did this for you, and now feel entitled that you should pay them back in same coin. That is when it becomes bad. And also remember that most times when people recount the things they do for you, is because you not appreciate them. So give appreciation. Let the people in your life feel seen. And then also again, remember that when people start recording what they've done for you, is because they want to know if truly what they are doing to you is what you want, if it is what you like, if they are the things you appreciate, just so they know, as a form of feedback. So record keeping is not necessarily bad in its entirety. It becomes bad when it is transactional, and when it is from a selfish point, and not when it is not with the intent. Okay, drifting. You know what to do. Eh? I'm so appreciative of your being here. Make it worthwhile coming here, and I do really appreciate that. And thank you for whatever it is that you feel for me. I do feel so special. Make you feel special in a kind of way. But I am already married and I'm a mom. Thank you so much. So I'm going to have to call it a night. Yeah, it's been a long day, and tomorrow is service. Do thing. If you do go to church, make sure you go to church tomorrow. And thanks to as many of you that joined this live. Those who came and could not stay, those who just passed by and then stop to hear what it is we are saying. Returning viewers, new viewers, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Thank you for making it a day with conversation with Ini. It's always a time I look forward to. I will. Yeah. Thank you so much. You have a lovely night rest. And drifting, my shout out goes to you especially. Thanks for making it a night with me. Do have sweet night dreams. See you same time tomorrow, maybe earlier by 9 p.m. if network allows us, because network has been a bit crazy at my end. Much love. 50. Bye.